Welcome to Storytelling for These Times. Before we gather at the fire for our storytelling, I'm sitting here at the flowing water and have a few invitations for you to enter into that flow of your journey. Some of these may be familiar from last time if you went on that journey, some of them may be new. And the foundational piece is really creating this space of presence for yourself. I would make this space longer than the video itself because your journey may take longer. And while this can be challenging in these times to carve out this space of presence when there's often so much going on and so much speed, this is going to help you enter into the story space, holding this intention. So we're entering into the archetypal, we're entering into the deeper layers of our human experience. So being present allows us to feel what is there in that space. Be present with your body, the sensations in your body, the story that is coming alive in your body. And be present simply with what you feel. I will often be speaking the story quite slowly, sometimes with long pauses between the words. And the intention here is also giving space to feel what you feel and to give space to drop below that layer of the everyday reality. There will come a point in the story where I will speak the words, and now you enter your own myth. At that point, I will stop speaking the story. The drums will continue for about 10 more minutes, and you are invited to go on wherever that journey takes you, to go on that journey. Be curious, be open, see where it brings you. You may be in more of this fire energy, moving your body, letting that story come to life in your movements, or you may be more in this receptive quality. Your body in stillness, feeling more the inner movements. And it's different every time. So let yourself be invited in the moment where it takes you. If you need more time, after the drums have come to completion, just pause the video and take the time you need. And because some of the themes of the stories, they touch on these deeper layers of our human experience and sometimes some deeper feelings, I also love to take an integration space after the journey. My personal preference is simply sitting in silence. I have this image of sand settling to the bottom of a riverbed, feeling what is still there to feel. And you can also find your own way. So I would also add some time for integration after this journey. After every myth dance, after every storytelling, I weave a poem gift. So this means based on the experiences that I have had, based on what people have shared with me, I take these threads and I weave a poem about the journey. If you'd like to read or listen to the journey poem gift from the last story, The Return of the Sun, you can do that at the link below. And if you would like to be part of that weaving this time, you can share about your journey in the comments below within 2 weeks of release of this video. Otherwise, share whenever the space is open, and I love hearing about your journeys. Please subscribe if you would like to receive more stories, to go on these weaving journeys with me. Please share it further to inspire others. And most of all, thank you for your presence. I feel like this is one of the most important things we can do in these times, is acknowledging ourselves as weavers of our reality, and to take these spaces of presence. So thank you. Your presence is greatly valued. Here we go. With the blessings of fire and with the blessings of water, I wish you a beautiful journey. It was the war of fire and water. More specifically, it was the war of the fire air people and the water earth people. Both a land of people who believed, well, of course, my side is good and right, and the other side is bad and wrong. They each had their reasons for believing this. And so there was war. A war that had endured longer than the bedrock. What they did not see was that in seeing the ugliness, the wrongness, the wretchedness of the other side, they were creating. What were they creating, you ask? They were creating a vast net of dusty cobwebs that grew by the day. Each time one side saw the ugliness, the wretchedness, the wrongness of the other side, another string was strung. It was only Tita, the great weaver, who could see this net, though everyone could feel its presence. One day, Tita, the great weaver, was looking out from her dark cave onto the earth. She could see how that cobweb net was choking out the waterways and airways, covering the plants and animals in its sticky and unseen weight. Great Tita squinted. Slowly walked down from her cave. All the way to the lake that marked the border between the fire air people and the water earth people. Here she bent forward slightly, took a long sip of air, and began to sing a melody. the place where the swans lived. And she was calling them to her. Slowly, 3 graceful swans arrived before her. And great Tita spoke. My dear friends, the fire air people and the water earth people have created a great cobweb net that now shrouds the earth. I have come to ask for your help. Yes, great Tita, what can we do? Asked the swans. Tita the great weaver had woven their gleaming white feathers and their graceful bodies with such care, and they loved her. Take this ball of white string. One of you go to the side of the fire air people. Stay there. You, she turned to the second swan, go to the side of the water earth people. Stay there. Both of you stay on your sides. And from there, look to the opposite sides and see the beauty there. Each time you see beauty, pass the string to the swan on the opposite side to tie it there. Continue in this way, passing the string back and forth, marking each place of beauty until the whole earth is covered. You, she turned to the third swan, your task is to stay at the border, to help when the distances get long, and to make sure each swan stays on their side. But great Tita, since the war there is so little beauty left, what if we don't find any? What if we fail? Great Tita smiled. You must look hard. You must see through the cobwebs. And trust this, you are the right ones for the task. Your long necks will come in handy, and so will your natural ability to dwell in 2 realms at once. After all, you are water and air beings, and you hold a bit of each side within you. The swans did not know how to trust, but they took the ball of string which glowed with a white light and swam slowly off. And so it went. One swan went to the side of the fire air people. Another swan went to the side of the water earth people. third stayed at the border. The swans on the two sides, they swam and they flew back and forth near the border, trying to see beauty. It took 3 full days before one of them saw it. There, I see it. There in the field, there's a blade of grass with a drop of dew on its tip. It's shining in all of the rainbow colors in the morning sun. And so the first string was tied off there. They continued back and forth and back and forth. I see a woodpecker hiding in the ferns. I see the footprints of a mother and child in the sand. But soon they ran out of beauty to see. One of the swans took a few steps over the border to try to get a better look. But the swan, as Border Patrol insisted, you heard what Great Tita said, stay on your side. The swan's side returned back to his side. And instead of stepping over the border, he simply stretched his long neck a little bit farther to see what he could see. There, an old man leaning against a tree and smiling. Beauty. On it continued back and forth and back and forth, passing the string, marking each place of beauty. Each time, the swans had to stretch their necks a bit farther from the border to see a bit deeper into the beauty of the other side. They even began to enjoy themselves. It felt so good to stretch their necks. And by the end, they had to stretch their necks quite far, almost around the whole earth, to finish the great net. By the end, they had seen beauty everywhere, every nook and cranny, and their task was complete. Tita, the great weaver, came to greet them. My dear swan friends, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for seeing beauty everywhere and for weaving this web of light around the earth. Now I must go talk to the people. The people could still not see the web of light, But great Tita came to them and brought into their sight the cobweb net they had woven, so they could see all of the ugliness and wretchedness cast to the other side. So they could see what had pressed against their limbs in damp dread. So they could see how the war was woven here in every strand. What beauty you have woven, cried great Tita to the people. The fire air people looked at her half crazed. Beauty? Beauty? You call this beauty? It's the ugliest thing we've ever seen. For once, the water earth people fully agreed with them. It's ugly, ugly, ugly. It's dirty and drooping and dusty and asymmetrical. How can you call this beauty? The other side is to blame, cried both sides. The swans were also shocked. But great Tita, we have seen with our own eyes. It is only the cobwebs of war that cover beauty. How can you call it beauty when it brings only ugliness? At first, Tita the great weaver did not answer. Silently, she gathered the dusty cobwebs onto her body. Arranging them in such a way that they cascaded down in ruffles. It is beautiful enough to be my grieving shroud. Look again. The others watched. Where the dusty strings of both sides intersected, Tita the great weaver wove in gold. Gold from the fire air people, gold from the water earth people, gold they had dug up from the earth's belly and used in their war affairs. She took it all back. The dark and dusty cobweb shroud covered her body, trailed behind her feet. It was true. Great Tita did look beautiful in her grieving shroud. All were in awe. When Tita, the great weaver, had gathered the last of the dark cobwebs from the earth onto her body, grief poured from every pore of her skin. She grieved for all of the times one side had used weapons against the other, weapons of war, weapons of word, weapons of thought. She grieved for the death and the doubt, for the sickness and destruction, for the fear and the lies. She grieved for the no way back. She grieved for her lost children. Down from the skies, so many tears that the oceans rose. It was dark for many days as Tita, the great weaver, grieved. The dark cobweb net shrouded around her body. The only light was from the many golden stars in the sky, the gold she had woven in. It was only now that the dark, dusty cobweb had been lifted from their hearts, that the fire air people and the water earth people began to see the beauty around them. Began to see the beauty even though there was little light. And this opened the way to the grieving in themselves. They grieved for all of the pain and suffering they had created. They grieved for the shroud of illusions that had covered their own hearts. to stillness. The shapes of the land are different now. They see the beauty of each side for the first time. They see the terror they had created. They see how this too has become beauty. They see then how the great net of light woven by the swans pulses with new life where they had woven death. How this is woven through all things. How this has always been woven through all things. How the fire, air people and the water, earth people are woven of the same strings of vibrating life. As gold washes through the skies, Tita, the great weaver, speaks to the people. You are weavers. You have always been weavers. Let the swans be your teachers. You enter your own